Oh. Alright, let's see everything that I've missed or forgotten. I do know that last time I was playing, I finished up all my Shinagawa daily stuff for my stamp. Now I just gotta farm these rifts whenever I choose to, which I don't need it, so I'll probably wait on that. Alright, the only thing new I should see is, yep, new fractal. Oh, goodness. And yeah, that's sick. Crit damage. I definitely need to farm it. But I haven't been. Yeah, I don't know about getting this this boss badge. Also, you're crazy, and how many of these do I have? 563. I can maybe part with 60 of them. Yeah, fuck it, it's worth it, I guess. 60 is not that bad to farm for the basic materials. I need to do a lot more of the Lux event, though. But I think the event goes on for like another 30 days or so. Yep, sure does. The Kane dailies in Minato seem longer than the Shinagawa ones. Really hoping that it'd be a faster grind when I started working on this side. Oops. No, I don't know if I'm getting sick or what. Come here, you little bastard. Alright, see if I have to get anything else done. Sure do, I knew I had to pick up stuff. Ooh. Beautiful. If I was smart, I'd come here every day. That's 4 goddamn luxes right here. Alright, I think I do 1 fractal, and then I probably do some XB and burn some boosters in the deluxe event. Oh shit, I just realized. Where is it? Ooh, I gotta see who's... I gotta see a lot of things actually. I don't think I've adjusted these since I've been like working on stuff. Alright, these look more or less good. Who's got my good gear? We probably want attack plus, so I don't really care what else the gear has. Actually, this is perfect right here. This headpiece. Getting attack plus or support plus would be really good. Yo, Shirokaze, what's going on, dude? Overworld chest farming for the daily? What daily? Isn't the daily always like, go pick up items that are not chests? Oh, you're going fucking all the way. I see. Yeah, I can't do that. But mad respect to the grind. Stay hustling. Never be broke. Always have a million Kane. I think that's a 6, yep. No, just Luxes, yeah, that would be a lot more doable, but isn't there like Luxes tucked away in... I'll see if I can open up the map in here or not. Oops. Oh, can't open up the map, but the, in like the top left, that like area of Minato. Isn't there Luxes like deep in there? That place seems kind of annoying to go through every day. But I guess you could just skip the more time-intensive spaces. Come on, baby, I just want... Damn it. I just want at least one good piece out of this fractal. What am I doing? The Minato Estate, the Japanese temple place? That place is cool. Plus it's like open enough. That would make it a lot easier to like navigate. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Endrone. I forgot he had that move. Alright, probably not gonna backtrack, so whatever this trail leads me down is, where we're gonna end up. And I've never looked at that interactive map. I'm surprised that the community ended up making one. It's very, it was very dope. Usually I feel like such, hard projects like that are reserved for, like, the most popular games. So I'm, like, already losing my voice. I love my allergies. Attack 4+. And it's all trash. Damn it! That one's pretty good, but that's not crit damage. "23 cities is the plan so far." I think we already knew that though, right? Like with the, because there was the old map of Tribe that showed like all of the districts. So obviously that's the goal. All we can do is remain optimistic that we end up seeing all those cities. What? Oh yeah, I forgot you can't cancel out a strategy. Yeah, I'll be watching that that next update trailer later. I haven't seen it yet. I was waiting to watch that one. I did read through that interview though, but I wanted to look over it again. I'll be doing those a little later. Just need to use evade. Let's see here. No, I'm spamming evade. You can't cancel out of the strategy. You can only reduce the end lag at the end of the attack. I'll go again. Yeah, there's you can't cancel out of it. The strategy is a hard commit. Alright, there's the exit. The end of this path. I feel like I probably missed some path over this way. Or is this the dead end within drone? Alright, this is the path I'm taking now. Yeah, so they added canceling to a lot of skills and a lot of people's strategies, but not everything. So I guess Sudoko's strategy was just one of those that they were like, nah, you're good, you're ranged, so we're not gonna let you cancel. Which I think is good. I think there should be some like risk and reward for some of these characters. Okay, middle, there's usually nothing here. Nah, I thought I'd get them both. No, single golds. Oh, that's cringe. Gold tier 8 with 1 gold sub. That should be a crime. Okay, that's the exit. I should have just kept going over here. This is probably just the way to leave. I mean, I know it's the way to leave, but it's a matter of, is it right here, or is there another chest over here? There is, okay. Alright, it was worth. So that should be the exit right there. Nope, nope, okay, it keeps going. Oh, that was super early. Almost got schmackied there. I'm fine with taking hits, I just can't die. Oh, and thank you, Shiro. Oh, we'll take a look at that in a sec once we get to this boss room. And so my dumbass doesn't forget, let's bandage. Oh yeah, it's back here. Alright, let's see this. Those are neat. Oh, this would be nice if I was actually trying to clear out Fractal again. I don't really have time to clear out Fractal, but if I did, this would be so much easier than my shitty notepad list I made. Just cross off what you're done with. Oh my god, that's so helpful. Oh wait, let me go back in there. I'll give you a thumbs up. That's some good shit right there. Especially for this week, because it's such a good week to actually clear out Fractal. Like, probably the best substat. Just go after Lux Root? Could do that, I guess. Could do that. I'm like like any of my free time right now has just been like working on videos. Am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. Hey, who we got? Backgammon again? The boss I have fought the least. I've legitimately only fought him like a couple of times. Oh my god, that was so early. Oh my god, I'm so bad. You keep going. How many bites you got? You can't dodge those. Or maybe you can and I was just really off. Oh fuck, I think you take damage in here. I should have taken a heal. I'm so bad now. You don't play for like a week and this happens. Alright, we're not gonna clear with these guys. Jesus Christ. Did I bug out? What happened? I should have only done that like 4 times. Alright, I'm gonna have to Austin Powers that shit, get my mojo back another day. Lux, okay, so while I was burning through story, I missed 4 full combos, so let's attempt that, I guess. Speaking of, holy shit, this fucking boss, what a fucking spike, man. Like, I'm pretty okay at Osu, but that shit is super hard. I can't even keep track of the notes and beats. Ah! Tried to read for a second. Yay! Yeah, I'm not going for the metal on hard. Yeah, that shit is... I probably did it for like an hour straight and I couldn't get past like... I don't know. I couldn't make it to like 15 seconds, I don't think. Oh wait, don't do that yet. That shit's absolutely bonkers. Oh, thank God. Some posters are clear. I've seen a few people post clears. Like 500 notes. I thought I was pretty decent at the event until that shit that shit went live. Somebody commented on my last like try video mentioning how hard the boss was, and I hadn't done it yet, so I was like, it couldn't be that bad, could it? And boy was I fucking wrong. People who get that medal, they are legends. That is truly a badge of honor. Oh, God damn it. God damn. Why did they have to put gems behind the full clears? Or the full combos? And I love and hate rhythm games. They're fun, but then I get nervous. Events are way too long. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just keeping them very long, just so they can give themselves time. To work on their stuff since they got set back. I think that's pretty evident because they keep extending timers on a lot of their events. My God.
私に務まるでしょうか。
No. Alright, fuck this. Oh, it's the last one to do.
それでは僭越ながら。
At least I don't need to full combo this. I lost the beat somewhere.
参ります。
As soon as I mess up, it's all just downhill from there. I can't get myself back on beat. Oh my god.
ここまでのようです。
Give me a different song.
それでは僭越ながら
Oh my. How the fuck did I beat this shit the first time?
ここまでのようです。
I first tried this shit. I know it's like a different song every time, but when I was just doing it normally, I was like, yeah, that was hard. This is before I saw the boss, so I thought this was like the hardest shit. And I was like, but that wasn't too bad, but now I'm just like getting my fucking ass mollywopped. And this fucking like beat change right here is... Oh my god. Nope, nope. I don't think I can do it anymore. I don't know why the XB one is so long though, especially when they put such a low cap on the loot you can obtain from doing XB anyway. Oh, also, welcome Lemonade. Good to see you. The timer is just for like the rewards though, right? The limited time rewards for doing XB? Or am I wrong? Is XB going to be like a permanent thing? I assumed it was going to like stay permanently. It's just like that event to give you the rewards wasn't. Usual loot from doing actual XP matches? Well, yeah. I'm personally in the camp of I don't really care for XP whatsoever, but I know there are people who said they like it, so it'd be neat to see it stick around at least for those people. Let me try it again. This is a huge pain in the ass, but it is more fun. Oh no, not this damn song again. Oh, good God. That's too intense to just be like chill farming away your boosters. Alright, let's play the easy mode now. I mean, yo, hats off to those people that clear. Lemonade, did you finish this boss? Are you in the exclusive club? Oh yeah, I finally got my record. I had help because I play on iPhone. I mean, yeah, it helped just like it's easier on a touchpad, or? Oh, that's neat. I like the Miu background though. Alright, I think... No, it's so much worse than a small phone. That's why I don't bother on my phone, because I have a fold, so I either choose like a big ass screen where it's hard to like move my fingers around, or I choose a tiny ass screen where it's hard to see anything. Alright, let's see here. I need to move you. Let's move you, and then let's take a look at this. Hopefully it works. Sick. Just mute Tribe for a little bit. Especially when you get to the EX part and it's just spam. I've never seen it, so no shame here. I probably will never see it. Alright, I haven't seen this trailer yet. Let's take a look at it. I've seen some like spoiler pictures though. Q serenading me, I like it already. Oh, it makes sense that he's like featured if we're going to Chiyoda. Hold up, Ninja Guy. Did I miss somebody else? No. Iroha? Mita? Alright, just making sure I didn't miss a character. Alright, cool Ninja Guy. Mita the gamer. Oh my god. Alright, so that's gonna be the chase banner for everybody? Oh my god. All my dogs are in the room and somebody's gassing me here. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's probably the number? Oh, no enemies! The big tree boss! Oh, and these would be like the new Chiyoda tribe, right, right. Oh! Ooh, there's a nice splash art at the end too, but hold up. Oh my god. They made my boy beautiful. And that's at least, unless I missed one more, it's just two confirmed bosses for the new patch, right? Or they could be ferocious enemies, I guess, too. Yeah, just two of them. And then I wonder if this is just like their XB gear that they have on, or if these are going to be like Battle Pass skins for the new update. That would make sense if they came with their own skins too. That'd be cool. Anyway, let's see the splash art. Neo Chiyoda. Sick. I mean, it's if I'm pulling for any of these characters, it's gonna be for gameplay alone. None of their designs really jump at me. I do like the little Mita guys though. It just looks so silly. Also, I doubt they would drop alternate characters yet, so I'm hoping we get this skin. I don't know what's going on with Q, but he's looking hot. Yeah, behind that numbers, let's see here. Let's see how I can find it, because there is... Shoot, I don't remember. Do I have the image saved? I think it's on their website too. I just don't really remember where I would find it. The picture of all the numbers. Yeah, I don't have it. I'm not gonna go digging for it. So anyway, interview. Pocket Tactics did an interview with the director of Tribe 9. And some cool things were said here. Alright, so originally, many fans thought that Tribe 9 was from the developers of the Danganronpa games and that Mr. Kazutaka Kodaka was heavily involved in development. However, we've since heard that it's mostly an Akatsuki Games project and that Tokyo Games has had less involvement than we originally thought. Okay, precursor. I could just skip to the question next time. How much involvement did Tokyo Games and Kodaka actually have in the process, and how'd you go about encapsulating the spirit of both the Tribe 9 series and Kodaka's work so perfectly through the story and world? I'm not going to read through all of this, but Tokyo Games is in charge of original character design and the background music. Oh yeah, so from what I saw is Kodaka was actually just like there to help the initial like setup for everything. So he's kind of set the pace for the game, and it's kind of on the rest of the team to then carry it to a home run. As far as who knows, like if he's actually like developed the plot out to help them along or not, we would never know. Not Danganronpa inspired. I think what they were really getting at is like how involved was the actual like producer and creator of Danganronpa, which is Mr. Kodaka, which is actually that he's had not as much involvement with Tribe as people would have originally thought. So as for Mr. Kodaka, his involvement differs slightly from his role in the anime adaptation. In the game's development, he collaborated with Akatsuki Games to develop the main storyline's initial plot. We then took that foundation and continued the development at Akatsuki Games. Yeah, so he just kind of helped them set the score. And now it's up to Akatsuki Games to make the story, the plot, and the game fly. A good example of this process is the reveal of the number's true identity in Chapter 2. This plot point was established early on during the initial plotting sessions with Mr. Kodaka and Akatsuki Games. We built upon such core concepts and shaped them to work effectively within a live service model, ensuring an engaging experience for our players. So, you know, I'll stay optimistic, but, you know, hopefully we don't see the story start taking a nosedive. Since obviously that's like a big draw for people, a big appeal is the art style and just kind of the guy behind Danganronpa. Alright, do you plan on making the numbers and other villains or defeated characters playable in the future? Difficult to say, but no plans to make numbers or Shun playable for now. And they actually go a little more in depth. I'll leave it to read yourself, but it's just a very good philosophy on how they kind of want it to make more sense and to respect the characters more so than they want to sell the characters. So they think that the numbers being playable wouldn't really fall in line with that, but, you know, things can change down the road. Alright, a lot of gacha games have had unbalanced gender ratios. Can we expect you to continue releasing both male and female characters to maintain the gender ratio balance? How do you go about designing the characters and their kits to keep the roster feeling fresh? Of course, we would like to keep introducing both male and female characters in the future. As we just saw, I mean, this new update already is going to have 2 new male characters. Assuming that it's just going to be those 3 characters for the patch, which would make sense, because I think they want to try and do a like major story patch every 3 months. So character banners are lasting about a month. Makes sense. So yeah, it's 2 male characters and 1 female, which is kind of insane. In 2025, that's pretty insane. I hope it does well for them though. But as Yo and his companions visit the new cities, brand new characters will be revealed too. Blah 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 blah. Upcoming main story show the players of combination new characters, several existing Trash Tribe members. Okay, this is just worded to make me think like there's other Trash Tribe members, but no, I don't think so. Alright, yeah. So just saying, we'll keep dropping new characters. Have a good mix of genders. Unlaunched, standard banner features 4 incredibly unique 3-star characters, but a much larger range of 3-star tension cards. You plan on adding more characters to the standard pool in the future? I do remember reading this one. This one was basically no. They have to really think about the balance and the monetization as far as all of that is concerned. So 0 plans to adding anything to the standard pool currently. Players have grown to love each of the Tribe 9 characters and want to know more about them individually. Do you intend to bring out any character-specific stories or quests in the future, like Danganronpa's free time events or Genshin Impact's hangouts? So, can we date them? Is what I'm getting here. The development team has been highly motivated to work on features like this. Friendship level system was introduced with the aim of offering experiences that players will enjoy based on this very concept. At the moment, the team focuses on improving gameplay elements that have been causing stress, as well as adding new chapters and planned content, which has kept us quite busy. Pleasantly surprised how much players are enjoying the 9 feature, so the messaging feature, on a daily basis. So it basically seems like they're excited to work on something like this, and probably to flesh out the friendship system in general. But they've just unfortunately had to divert their resources into kind of handling the fires. Alright, there's no focused way to currently farm XP materials to level up. Do you plan on introducing a more focused way to grind to level up characters or farm for XP? And do you plan on adding a quick sleep feature or a modifier that allows players to consume more boosters to claim more rewards and XP per rift? We recognize one of the major issues players are facing is a persistent lack of Kane. A significant amount is required even just to use XP. Yet there are no effective ways for players to obtain Kane or TP. One of the defining features, no stamina system, yada yada. To address these concerns, we plan to introduce several major changes in an upcoming large update, including improvements to rifts. So, don't know if that's going to be the next patch, but we do know that, and I think it's pretty obvious it's going to be on their radar. I mean, it's like one of the most like requested things is like, let us burn boosters easier, which is why this event has been pretty great, allowing us to burn the extra boosters in a bit of a faster way. I have to face friend in fighting games, so I lurk. Well, I appreciate you hanging out, Lemonade. Any plans to improve or change how existing characters play, and do you plan to make any adjustments to the AI, provide players with the option to tweak how the AI-controlled characters perform in battle? This one's a pretty big one. And I didn't actually see this this context here. For example, would you consider altering Q's Berserker state to do auto parries instead of auto dodges to improve his breaking ability? Altering AI controls for specific characters like Semba or Inoki to make them more flexible? Yada yada. So this one is a really big one for me. I want them to, in an ideal world, adjust Q a lot, because I like Q a lot, but he just fits this weird niche where he's not really an amazing tank, especially not on AI. Really, his most useful aspect is the fact that he can draw aggro, and he's not like competing with any other top tier damage dealers, so he's just in this odd limbo. of being pretty mid. Alright, we recognize there are issues with AI controlled mode of certain characters. We plan to address this through improvements to both character performance and AI behavior. This is a delicate issue as there's a gap between the development team's perceptions and the player's expectation of certain characters' strengths. And that's a very, very good point to bring up and to bring to light is, yeah, I want Q to be better, but maybe they actually don't have any design for him to be any better than where he's at, and they just kind of want him to be this niche, middle-of-the-road character. To effectively address this, we believe it's crucial to first adjust characters to better align with player expectations. Oh, well, that's good to hear. Followed by refining their AI accordingly. Another important point I want to bring up with that is that they have no obligation to fix these old or like standard release launch pool characters, because it's not going to make them money. Nobody's going to be like, oh, he's a lot better to play, so now I'm going to go burn a bunch of summons on the standard pool. Like, that's not going to happen, so... I would get it if they didn't touch these characters at all as well. Oh, crazy for anime, welcome. For me, Q and Geo need adjustments. Geo feels slow for me, like his attack don't get close to end me at all. Yeah, that is something I would love to see adjusted on Geo, is the fact that none of his attacks push him forward whatsoever, so he's like completely planted. The enemy moves even a little bit, or you push them a little bit with your attacks, and all of a sudden you gotta stop what you're doing and then like run up into their fucking face again. So I 100% agree there. And yeah, Q could definitely use some adjustments. Even if they didn't buff these characters, if they adjusted their AI to be more competent, I think that at least would be good. At least in the case of Q. For Geo, yeah, Geo just he just needs to have that slight adjustment to make him feel a little more comfortable to play. And less kind of janky. As part of these improvements, though, we will introduce a macro level option that allows AI controlled characters to target the same enemy as the player. This adjustment is planned to be implemented in the upcoming major update. I mean, this is cool, but like when you're fighting bosses, it's literally one enemy. So like that doesn't do much. And in the current situation, I can't imagine really caring what they're doing when we're fighting mobs. And does hair need adjustment too? Oh, Q or Geo? Where was I now? However, we do not plan to introduce highly detailed AI controls, as this would overly complicate gameplay. The primary goal of AI companions in Tribe 9 is to ensure that all players, especially those less experienced with action games, can enjoy the game with ease. I definitely like that. Kind of. No, I like that. I wouldn't want to have like advanced AI settings that I have to set up for like every character or every team. But there are a lot of those, like in a lot of action RPGs. Therefore, we are not aiming to overly emphasize high-level strategy or technical gameplay. Instead, we aim to maintain a reasonably hard difficulty while allowing different players to enjoy the game in their own way. Cool. I would have liked to have seen something a little more solid on maybe adjusting characters if they plan on doing that at all, or just kind of shutting it down so that way we don't even have to like think about it. Geo? What's wrong with his hair? I gotta say, I've played a decent amount of Geo, and I don't think his hair ever came up to be an issue in the game. But it's been a minute. Maybe there's something. Maybe he blocks his own bar or something. Since release, players have had some issues with the tension system. Okay. Do you plan to make any changes or adjustments to the tension system to address these issues? Are there any other quality of life changes on the way? What issues? Due to this, most battles tend to end before reaching EX tension. Okay, I get that. Which has led to many players avoiding EX tension cards, as well as cards that consume tension. Yeah, that's true. You're not getting into EX very often, so it seems just kind of a waste to actually run those cards. No plans for significant changes to the tension system, makes sense. Also ties into above AI topic. Nonetheless, upcoming AI improvements. Allies will follow the player's actions better. Okay, that's kind of irrelevant. Also recognize that currently the low enemy HP leads to minimal tension fluctuations, making EX underwhelming. However, as we introduce higher difficulty levels and new build options, this balance will shift. We hope you look forward to these new battles. I think one of my issues with this is that EX, or tension in general, is very, like, you're more so rewarded for just being good at the fight anyway. So, like, I feel like players who might want or need EX tension, or like these huge crutches, are going to have a much harder time getting to it anyway. Whereas the people already getting to EX tension are probably having little to no trouble anyway, without needing these EX effect cards. So, and I don't know about this. The low enemy HP, like the bosses have quite a lot of fucking HP, and you're probably hitting EX, what, twice tops? Yeah, I don't know about that. His hair just ugly? Damn, you doing my boy Geo like that? I honestly don't remember what his hair looks like. I thought he looked fresh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's some fresh ass hair. Obviously it's way better when he throws the mask on though. Alright, we all got our own things. He's just mask guy to me though, so I don't even remember what his hair was. Do you plan to add any minigames or life sim elements to the game? For example, giving players their own room to decorate, fishing or bowling minigames, opportunities to hang out with characters to increase their friendship. Hey, I don't know who's talking, but shut it. Kazuki. Quit it. Alright, actively planning to enrich the sub-content, starting with minigames. Sudoku events start at end of March. Receive some harsh feedback, such as there's no need for rhythm games. Add more battle content. Hey, that's kind of me. I'm not saying you don't need to have rhythm games, but it's the fact that there's just this lack of the actual gameplay. And it's literally just run Fractal. But like our first big events, and I'll put those in quotes, is XB and a rhythm game. Like none of it highlighting or featuring the actual gameplay of the game. So I think it's less a problem of we don't need these at all, and more of we would want these alongside the actual game. Oh, goodness. However, we also found that there are many types of players in Tribe 9, and it's very challenging for them to push through high difficulty battles such as the boss battle against Shark. Oh, sorry. I keep having to clear my throat. That is to say, our goal is to provide more options for players who have already cleared the current story yet may not be as focused on battle content, allowing them to continue enjoying the world of Tribe 9. My problem is, like, Osu is free, it exists. Like, Osu's a really fun rhythm game. So, I feel like they need to cut out, I don't know, maybe more unique mini-games. I don't know. I fuck with fishing though, so give me fishing. At the same time, we understand that we haven't been able to offer enough content for players who are highly motivated by battle, therefore we are preparing additional battle-focused content as well. Good. I mean, we probably would have expected that, but good. What inspired the Patamon system, intend to further expand it with more skill boosts and sets, or even an interactive element such as Patamon battling or Tamagotchi-esque minigame. I was gonna say, what inspired the Patamon system? It's gonna be fucking Tamagotchi, obviously. That shit's like pretty popular in Japan, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Digimon's still making Digivices, so there has to be some popularity there, because Tamagotchis, I'm pretty sure, were way bigger. Initially, goal was to be in line with current trends, create in-game content focused on character progression. We wanted to provide joy of buying new equipment from shops or finding it in dungeons. I do like that concept, but nobody's buying Patamon, let's be real. Similar to classic JRPGs, and adapt this experience to a more modern style. Why we incorporated the current art style and system. Concept of toys empowering their owners is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture thanks to the popularity of anime and comics targeting children We drew inspiration from this for Tribe 9, striving to show how things like tension cards and Patamon can be sources of excitement and empower young people. That's a cute reason. Additionally, Patamon and game are designed to offer a light, casual hack-and-slash experience. Planning more exciting updates in an upcoming major update, but don't worry, these changes won't make the items you've already acquired obsolete. Ew. That sounds like maybe not higher tier Patamon, but there's gonna be some changes. Maybe just some new set bonuses or something. Who knows? It's gonna be like attack X++ or some shit. You consider adding a higher difficulty mode to cater to players who want more of a challenge. Oh yeah, I brought this up actually in my last video. Toggle that boosts all enemies in the overworld. Well, maybe not that. To max level, a challenge mode that increases boss tension, HP stats, etc. To begin with the conclusion, we have ambitious plans in place, but these updates will be rolled out gradually. Player motivations vary. Create a game that appeals to a wide range. After completing the story, all players are left with no choice but to challenge the Red Limit series, which we see as an issue. Additionally, the Fractal Vice system is still quite complex. To address this, we will be implementing significant improvements to Fractal in the upcoming major update. Sick. So we'll probably see, I don't know, maybe some way to redo bosses or kind of skip around so it doesn't take so damn long. Chapter 3, refine and clarify level design compared to previous cities, as we believe the game's overall difficulty gradient needs to be more varied. First, we'll focus on making the current content more accessible and enjoyable. Next, we'll introduce more challenging content. Huh. That's interesting. Refine and clarify the level design compared to previous cities. I wonder what that means. I don't think there were really any big spikes in difficulty or anything in the first two chapters. I would say the biggest struggles would just be like probably the first time you fight bosses, or maybe some ferocious enemies, but you can just avoid them entirely and just run around them. I already have a cut damage ++. True. But I'm thinking it might be even higher than that. I don't know. I don't really know where they go with Patamon other than just power creeping the substats or raising the tier, which I don't think they want to raise. I don't think they would raise tier, especially not anytime soon, just because they have a lot of wording in like descriptions, like the. Let's see here if I can see it. I'm pretty sure par. Oh, my controller's off. I'm pretty sure par specifies like tier 8. It does highlight it in like a different color though, so that's probably very modular. But I feel like with that kind of just being worded like that, that they would want to keep it that way for a long time at least. But I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. Let them cook. Naturally, we can see that Neo Tokyo is separated into multiple sub-cities. How many chapters or sub-cities do you plan on releasing? What inspired each of the locations, numbers, and XG? Alright, definitely gonna skim this one. Live service. Okay. Story full of mysteries. Believe that most anticipated part is the journey to uncover those mysteries. Agreed. While not everything will be perfectly resolved at the climax, there will be a battle where many of the unanswered questions will be properly revealed at a certain point. Compared to a drama series, it can be seen as the season's conclusion and a cliffhanger. Cities in Neo Tokyo are inspired by the 23 wards of real Tokyo, focusing on creating the 23 cities for now. When building the episodes for each chapter, create a city inspired by these wards, and then we think about the theme or culture of the city. No intention to include satire or irony, the focus is solely on how to make the game feel relatable to players. Based on that, personalities of the numbers are derived from the theme of that city. For example, for Ichinose, it's overwork, which is obviously like a huge topic in Japan. And for number 9, it's inferiority complex. Yes, it is. XG, constantly brainstorming and doing your best to come up with it, and it doesn't come easily. I can imagine. Because I still don't even like necessarily really understand the XG in the first one, because it kind of just blows by so fast. I mean, I got it, but I don't know. That being said, I did enjoy it though. It was very good. We focus on how to surprise players and make sure they feel a sense of satisfaction, and then discuss it with writers within Akatsuki Games and decide together. Especially in chapters 1 and 2, and challenging because players had to progress through the story without a clear understanding of the world of Tribe 9. I think they've done a pretty good job of kind of introducing the lore. Obviously, they're trying to keep some things hidden that would shine a much bigger light as to the context of everything, like what the fuck happened between the anime and now. Who is Zero? How the hell did he take over and plant lasers everywhere? From Chapter 3, true tactics with the numbers will start to unfold, so communication during the XG will play an important role. Neat. What type of new content do you plan to bring to the game in the future? How frequently can we expect new versions, synchro banners, events, and story expansions? Do you have a roadmap or timeline for future patches that you can share with us? New chapter, new city, every 3 months. Okay, that's where I read that from. Yeah, so every 3 months, planning on a new chapter and a new city. I didn't remember that part. That's ambitious. Plan to implement synchro, events, and QOL improvements regular basis. Update schedule had to be changed due to development reasons, as we've seen. But starting from Chapter 3, plan to provide updates on a more stable, predictable cycle. That'll be good. That'll be good to see. So probably just, probably more or less of what we've had, but maybe with a better idea of actually like expecting content somewhere in between there. Because right now it's basically been... Well, actually, I mean, there really hasn't been many major patches. It was basically just drop Lux Phantasma, but it's been like bug fixes and whatnot basically every week, so... You can probably expect more actual content to drop in between there, and then get the major update. Additionally, planning to release a roadmap for future patches in the near future, so please stay tuned. Very exciting. One of the main things that makes Tribe 9 unique is how it consistently feels like an action RPG first and a gacha game second due to its solid status as a standalone experience. Do you plan on releasing it as a premium offline game if it ever reaches end of service, so players can still experience the story and gameplay? Man, that's a question that you're never going to get a 100% honest answer to. So I guess derive what you want out of the answer. Truly unfortunate that the fear of EOS has become so pervasive among gamers, influencing their very choice of games. We as developers acknowledge our responsibility in contributing to this culture. 100%. I mean, it's on the people, but it's also on greedy devs for making gacha games. For this reason, we're constantly exploring ways to address this uneasy climate through Tribe 9, which also face scrutiny regarding this very trend. With that in mind, we believe that discussing what-if scenarios concerning EOS, regardless of any potential positive outcomes, is not our focus right now. Priority to make Tribe 9 a game that will be loved for the long term, rather than preparing an escape plan for when the end of service occurs. Well, good answer. Good answer. What we should focus on is finding ways to ensure that the thought of EOS never crosses players' minds. I mean, that'll probably never happen. But good to try. As Akatsuki Games, we are fully prepared with the time and expertise required to think through and implement these changes, do everything in our power to provide the best solutions for our players, and we want them to feel confident supporting us. Well, I gotta say, however you decide to answer this, that's a pretty good one. It's much better than just kind of throwing it off and being like, there's no plans of end of service. We're definitely going for the next 10 years. Favorite Tribe 9 character? Alright, those are more the fun fluff ones. Save those for people to check out themselves. Oh, let's see. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you as well, especially to our overseas fans. You've shared both praise and criticism with great passion, which constantly motivates our development team. We will continue working to make Tribe 9 an even better game in response to everyone's feedback. Appreciate your continued support. Sick. That was a fun interview. You gave us some good info. I think the big things is fractal changes coming. I think it was next patch. I'd have to look it over again. New big patch and new city every 3 months. Those are kind of the big ones, I think. Most of the other things is just like we have plans for things. And I guess that AI change, but I feel like that's not really that big of a deal. Maybe I'll eat my words down the road, though. Yeah, very cool stuff there. I think another thing, though, that they've mentioned on Reddit a lot is the person or people who were in charge of the interview also stated that they asked about a collaboration, like any planned collaborations, any upcoming ones, and then they were asked to basically say, don't ask us that. We're not going to give you an answer. Or to ask another question. So, either that means absolutely not, but I feel like it more so probably means something along the lines of, we got something cooking. Something planned. Whether that's soon, next year, who knows, but... Or they're talking about a retry option for Vice? Even that would be great. Because when I'm not fucking locked in, I'm not absolutely ready. Especially like right now where I haven't played and like done proper combat in a hot minute. It'd be nice that when I get my ass whooped inevitably, that I get to go for it again. It's not the biggest deal though, at least in the current state, because there's only 2 Red Series bosses, but going forward it'll definitely be huge when it comes to newer players and challenging newer bosses. Since you only really need to beat the boss once, unless you're really trying to XP grind, which I still don't even think that's like necessarily the best. Unless you still need to farm more fractal routes as well, which you probably do, so. But yeah, after like the first clear every week, it's just farming for XP. Alright, that was a lot of reading. I've been dying. I ran out of water in the middle of that, so I'll be right back. Ah, sweet, beautiful water. Oh, and something I just remembered, that wasn't really brought up. I don't remember if it was in that interview, maybe I just actually skimmed over it, or if I read it somewhere else. That's what I was looking for. Good old XB. This is exactly what I thought of it. What was it? It was like there was a original producer or director that like left like halfway through development, and at the time there was no plan for XB. So like halfway through development they ended up adding XB in. That's why it feels so like not super fleshed out. So just kind of an interesting tidbit. I forget where that was though, so I mean take that with a grain of salt. Like I'm pretty confident that was real. I just don't really remember where I read it. It might have been in the interview. I kind of skimmed bits of it. How do you control this with mouse and keyboard? Three life option or something? Oh, that'd be cool. Like a certain amount of retries. I'd fuck with that for sure. Really depends, because if you have a quick route to the boss, the EXP farm is really quick, especially if you have Miu or Inoki. Yeah, I don't have either, so that's probably also why, like, my opinion on some of this stuff is skewed. Because they're like the top DPSs in the game, and I have neither of them. Which is also too bad, because I don't plan on making any character guides for no, for any characters I don't own. I mean, I could still do it, I just feel like it'd be a little disingenuous because I can't properly test them all myself. Like, as far as like canceling and I don't know what other stuff come up when you're actually playing the character that you might not notice. So I actually have no clue what any of them do. All that I know is that Inoki is apparently very hard to play, which makes me very interested to play her. So hopefully down the road I'm actually hoping I get spooked by them at least. Because after doing my 300 standard pulls, yeah, I didn't pull either of them. Or Q for that matter, so I had to use my selector for Q because that's what I wanted. You want my account to test them? Let me know. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. I'll still work on other people's character guides over time. Eventually. Next I was probably planning on doing Geo. Because people... I think there's like a small section of people who appreciate like the lower rarity character guides, but I don't think they're nearly as popular as the big fancy units. Which means I have left to go over is Q and Geo. And then the 4 stars will come at some point in time. I'm definitely in no rush to ever finish covering those guys. Wait, did I finish all of my point rewards and whatnot? If I did, there's really no point in running XP anymore. Don't have Q or Geo. I re-rolled for the first like 2 days to try and get Semba and something else, and I finally landed on Semba and Geo, and I think I've pulled a... Oh yeah, maybe I already missed that stuff. Don't recall. But yeah, for Geo, I think I pulled at least 1 dupe of him in my standards. Yeah, so I opened up Geo, pulled Geo, so out of all of the characters I pulled in the 300 pulls, I pulled a dupe of Geo. And I think that's it. I think he's one dupe of Geo, and I think the rest, if I don't know how many I pulled, but it was Tenjins. Have all the Semba outfits for some reason. I think I got lucky in one of my Amazon boxes before I finished the battle pass. Yeah, I got this white and yellow one, which I do like a lot, but I like the edginess. I also really just love her standard though. I actually prefer her standard, but there's some weird part in my gamer brain that's like, it's a skin, you have to wear it. Toss my pull into Semba banner. Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand yet at the time that you're probably going to be getting way, especially at the time when it was, I think it was still a 50-50 until you pull like your 80th one, or your guaranteed one, and I think that one is like a 75-25 before they made the gacha changes. But it was actually way better to pull characters there, because I think, if I'm remembering right, it's been a minute since I've actually looked at this stuff. I think you can only really pull characters here. Not there. Yeah, 1.5 going to the 3-star character. 0.5 for the other 2% going to the other 3-star characters. 2-star tension. Yeah, you can't even pull 3-star tensions here, so yeah. I didn't realize this yet because I'm a little Dumbo, but yeah. At the time for the refund, should have definitely pulled on the Semba banner exclusively. But even without pulling that much on it, I did accidentally throw some more pulls on there because I built a pity on her banner and then I accidentally pulled it again. Even though I had my pity all set up and ready, so I had to go a little deeper for Kazuki. But we still got a couple dupes. Even not hard focusing her banner. Will always be a character? Yeah. I wish I knew that at the time. I thought I was so much smarter than other people. I was like, I'm just gonna go get my selector, man. And I'll have like all the characters. Dead fucking wrong. I got a bunch of garbage. I don't even know if it's a bunch. I think I got a couple of garbage tensions. I think I got a copy of that, like the time stop one you start off with, this Shun card. I think I got a copy of that, and I might have gotten another copy of Full Party. I don't remember. And then some crappy healing one. I think it's supposed to be for Kazuki. It's like when you lose shield, you heal. I guess it was also just because I really wanted Q, so I wanted to make sure that I got him. Get that guarantee.
心あるのみ。
Oh, I thought I could sneak grabbing a drink real quick.
弱い。たやすいな。
Tainted Fusion, what's going on? How you doing today? Just doing a little more XB. Might try and do a little more Lux, and then I'll probably wrap up Tribe after that. Just because I only have so much more time to hang out before I gotta start working on dinner. That while I'm hanging out and streaming, I don't get to work on videos. Suki goat moments? That's a common dub right there. I don't think I've ever seen the same character take an L back to back like that. Mita coming in for the freshest dub right there. Are there like completely zero rewards though for doing XB now? Or is it just like you get stuff for ranking up, I'm guessing? Alright, let's try doing this last full clear one more time. Realizing Lux might be the worst part right now is because I can't read chat while I'm doing this. Yes! Let's go! Done with all of the story ones
この
now.
活躍を手記にまとめなくては。
Did you beat the Minato tribe? I mostly fight them to test defense. Yeah, I beat them. I literally just did it so I could get my medal though. I didn't pay too much attention to it really. I do know it was actually like a pretty intense fight though, so that was pretty neat. Like I liked that. That was probably like one of the only times I've personally enjoyed XB. It was fairly intense and it was really cool to see all of Minato tribe. I kind of just wish there was a little more flavor to the characters individually. Like seeing Taiga completely whiff all of his shots. Oh my god, I'm so bad at the double blue part. No.
ここまでのようです。
Beat the Lux boss yet? I mean, if you could tell by my performance here on just doing this hard farm stage, hell no. This shit is so hard. I will not be joining that club. Never got this song when I was grinding for tapes. Yeah, I was getting looping those last two songs I played over and over again. This one was a lot easier than some of these other songs though. Finally beat it yesterday. Hand is numb, I bet. Like I can't get past like 10 seconds on this shit. Like the first time I unlocked it, I was just doing it for like an hour straight. And I really wasn't making any progress. Yeah, it's not happening. And I'm not gonna grind it for like the next however long. I know that would be like really, really long for me to actually finish that.
失礼いたします。
Use iPad and rotate it sideways so it'll like fall into my hand. Did I see the full video though? Crazy? I bet. No, but that's a good idea. I kind of want to see somebody clear it now. After this stage, let's watch a video on somebody clearing it. Which, if anybody wants to clear it, that'd probably be like your best bet anyway, so you could study like all the future parts that you're gonna have to like get down anyway. While testing defense on Minato Tribe, Minami Oe can catch the ball more than Koishi, as much as I like Koishi. Minami performs better than Koishi in my loadouts. Nice, I doubt mine would. I think she's one of the couple characters I haven't really done much with. Although, same with Koishi.
選抜する子準備万端です
俺を信じろ。
We've got Gotanda. I mean, I've leveled them up a little bit. I was gonna say, I don't think I've touched Koishi or Eiji though. Alright, let me find this. Let's see. Lux Phantasma boss. Full combo, good god. Where is my OBS? There we go. Alright, we'll just watch, here we go. Space Orcs is the shortest one. One second, let me mute Tribe real quick. Mute Tribe, bring this over so I can still see. Oh, here. Make sure my preview on Restream is delayed, so let's just make sure. Yeah, okay. And there are multiple people who full combo this shit. Wait. This isn't it. This is boss theme. Get me out of here. I was like, wait, this is way too easy. Here we go. Oh yeah, I should have saw it 2 weeks ago. Alright, let's give the love to Alkaiser here. Oh, something's wrong here. Holy, that's loud. Alright, this is not the full clear though. The one with more views is, they had a full combo. Jesus Christ, that's just bonkers. Oh, yeah, no, I die every time I got to that missile part. I can't even read when you're supposed to smack the button there. Oh, and I'm really bad at those tracks where you have to, like, hit multiple notes along the track and then swap tracks. No, this would be... I was gonna say, even if I got past the first part, I can now see like multiple sections where I'm just gonna have to like fail and grind at. And it's pretty much every part of the song. How the fuck do they even see what's going on? Although I guess I feel the same way about like top level Osu players. Yeah, my brain can't even keep up with what the fuck's going on. No, fuck no. I'll say it again, man. That you get that badge, that is a badge of honor right there. Because there's zero shot I'm getting that. There is 100% zero shot that I am getting that. Video about a fail compilation about Lux Phantasma didn't appear? Well, I did look up Lux Phantasma boss. Yeah, and even though they messed up, like their clear still looked like very smooth and impressive. Took me 3 days to beat that. Yeah, I'm good. I've got other things to do. If I'm not wasting my time trying to clear it, yeah. I'm with you 100%. I also just think it's one of those things where I'd be happy that it was done, but I don't know if I'd necessarily be like... I'd feel super accomplished about having done it. No, I've already messed up the notes. I'm way off beat now. My dog's barking in the back, so... And I'm playing with an arcade joystick. I don't know, my brain just had a lapse there. I was like, that guy's definitely blue. Bro, my brain just loses it on those double blue notes. The double blue dodges. I don't know why. I feel like if they were rats, I would be I'd be less confused. The title's called POV. You tried doing the extreme song for the first time. Let's see here. Alright, I've got you pulled up on a tab. I'll watch it later. I found it. That was not easy to find, though. Already grind all characters to level 50. Just use Inoki and 2 underleveled characters. For what? What are we talking about here? Alright, I've got to go handle my dogs real quick, so... I don't know keyboard controls. Let me throw myself into an XB match. Boss Shark takes about 1 or 2 minutes to get to and grind that. I'll probably do that when they start doing the fractal adjustments again. Also, thank you for the follow, Ingus. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll probably wait for that because I feel like it's just going to make it like 1,000 times faster. New YouTuber, it's a little difficult for my videos to appear. Hey, I hear you there. Trust me, it looks like I have like a lot of like subscribers, but that's all from many, many years ago. That's like from 5 years ago. All those old viewers were there for one thing, and they grew up and moved on to other things. Oh, the YouTube channel. Yeah, but they actually got like quite a good amount of views on their trailer. I forgot what it was. Let me see here. Tribe 9 trailer. Yeah, 100k views. That's pretty good. Yeah, all things considered for how like niche it is, and it's just like a random story update, which would mostly be relevant to existing players. So maybe not as good as they need to be doing, but they're at least doing better than I expected. It makes me wonder if they're going to raise the level cap. I'm pretty sure they will eventually. I don't know if they're going to do it with the new update or not, but they might raise level cap with each like new set of stickers. Maybe. Anyway, I gotta go check on my dog. I'll be right back. Alright, don't know where he went. He's being quiet now. Now we'll wait until I start rising. Yeah, just keep at it. That's all I can... Really the only advice I have. Stay consistent. Congrats on reaching gold. Thank you, did I just reach gold? We get a fancy little badge now. Yeah. I want more of the gold borders, though. Like, I like the Shun little medal. It's a cute one. Chapter 3 is so long, can't wait. We don't know when it's coming yet, right? Just that it's our next major update. Chapter 3 enemies wondering why we were already level 50 and start steamrolling them. Oh yeah, because they don't really adjust levels, huh? That's fine though. I don't really care about the trash mobs as much. At least if they're not going to be adding new trash mobs, because if it's just going to be like repeats, or at least mostly repeats of old stuff, then I'm okay. Like, I've grinded those guys enough playing the story originally. Just finished reading that news you just read.
よし
I had some cool stuff around the horizon. Stream rank will take you a while, but pretty easy to get. Yeah, I mean, realistically, the only reason I'm like this far back is just because I don't play XB like at all. They kind of need to add incentive for me to do it, and I also just like doing it more so on the stream because then I don't really have to pay attention. I can just kind of hang out a little more.
任せろ
Although it's looking like I'm getting my ass whipped, I can't tell. Get my ass whooped. It's my ID? I should really make a command or something. I don't even know if I have bots in here anymore.
ドカッといくよ
I'll pull up my ID in after this match. In their trailer description? Ooh. Oh yeah, April 16th. Holy shit. That's only 11 days away. That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna have a stacked like month. This month then we're gonna be eating good with Tribe in about a week and a half. Got Black Beacon coming out. Gonna be a good month. Woohoo! I finally scored, baby. Yeah, 5 days. It should be this coming Friday, right? What day is it today? Saturday? Oh wait, is it coming out on Thursday? I thought it was Friday for some reason. Thursday might actually be even better for me. Unless it's gonna be like super late on the 10th or something. That'll be good though. I just started working on the one of my next videos, which will also be on a eventually upcoming game that kind of maybe potentially will be playing like Dragalia as well. So it's kind of funny that those are kind of like the next upcoming releases that I'm covering. Maybe I missed Dragalia more than I thought I did. Your MVP XB player, it was probably when I was like first setting up the team because I was still primarily playing Q. It was probably Q. But that's because at the time Q was the most built out. Now it's probably because I think stats actually matter a bit. So Semba probably has the best gear on her right now. Alright, and for everybody hanging out for Tribe, I'm probably just going to do this last XB match. I'm going to swap to a different game just for a little bit, just to end off the stream, because I gotta go do some other stuff. Well, potentially. Potentially. If my wife isn't already playing the game while she's out at work. Because right now we share an account for this mystery game, which is not a mobile game yet. Here's his Miyu, Semba, and Q. Yeah, Q goated, and I wish I had Miyu. I do wish I had Inoki more though. I like big ass great swords, you know, guts type characters. But Miyu seems like she'd probably be more like casually fun. I think she's like most of her damage is like in her ult, and she's like a lot smoother to play than Inoki. Definitely excited. If I ever end up spooking them eventually, I'll probably start working on a guide for them immediately because want to jump in, get to know them, learn them, have some fun with them. Inoki's your favorite to operate as? So as somebody who has not played Inoki, what is like the TLDR of how her gimmick works? I know she's like supposed to get hit or something. And I think she draws aggro as well. Oh, my dog's being crazy, so I'll be right back. Right after I click this, at least. Alright, he's out there acting a fool, so now he's gonna be hanging out with me in here for a bit. Alright, ID. Let's see here. I don't even remember where it is. Oh, there's my ID, right here. Or I'll type it out in chat as well. Oh wait, that's the wrong chat. Oh, unless it posted to both. Do you guys see my ID in chat? I don't know if it posted to both YouTube and Twitch or not. Oh, here, I'll see if I can follow you as well, Anime. I don't even remember how to do it. There we go. This is you, Visa? Noki's high risk, high reward. Have to gain heat, and once you gain enough heat, you can do your strategy. Does a lot of damage. If you get hit, you lose all of heat. Oh, okay, that does sound fun. Because I do like not getting hit. Noki has to gain a stack by using your attack, then when you're almost full, you can use your strong strategy. I look forward to eventually pulling her. And not pull, can I go by rarity? There we go. and not pull Minato Tribe Bomber. One of the worst tension cards I've ever seen. I can't imagine using this though in like just some goofy comp that tries to like never die. Full AFK. Oh, here I go. I have this too, I guess. Was this a battle pass one though? I know this one was. And there it is. There's my dupe of the crappy Shun card. Alright, let me get you added, Shiro. Inoki, Geo, and Suki is the highest damage team for you. Inoki is a glass cannon, defense low, meaning dies quickly. Frail health and defense, that's alright.
小腹が空いたの。プリン食べたい。
30 to 40 seconds, nice. Alright, I'm just gonna see if I can get this game to run real quick before I completely make the jump over to it. Oh, but everybody that just hung out for Tribe, appreciate you hanging out. $45k crystals? Yeah, I had way more. Until I had to pull for Kazuki. Luckily Kazuki it didn't take me a lot of pulls. No, only 7 days are saved up, so I can't even show it. Yes, I went a little in on the I went a little in on the refund stuff, so Alright, but looks like the game's working. Doesn't look like my wife is playing right now, so that's it for Tribe, y'all. Ooh, sorry to say. No, let's see. Hopefully this will just pull up. Oh no. Oh no, I should have tested this to make sure it would pull up. Alright, we might cut out for a second here. I'm going to see if I run, because I should have done this to begin with. I'll see if OBS, I'm going to close out of it and then try running it as an admin. See if that'll fix it. So if I disappear, I'll be right back.